Man, what you thought? Y'all wasn't gonna see me? Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me around this motherfucker? Boy, I'm out here looking crazy, but fuck it, it is what it is. I gotta watch my shit, man. Gotta watch my shit, man. But, man, look here. I'm gonna get straight to the message. I'm gonna get straight to the message because I don't know how much data I got in this phone. About to go get me a pump real quick. Yeah, I gotta go get me a pump, man. About to go get me a pump. I got one early. I was up in Charlotte. Usually I'm up in Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? And it's alright little vibe, etc., etc. But today I went to the gym. I hit Gold's Gym up there in Charlotte, man, and the vibe just seemed off. I'm in the gym, you know, a few little pretty ass white girls running around this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? A couple black chicks in here, you know what I'm saying? But the vibe just seemed off. I couldn't put my finger on it. I couldn't put my finger on that shit. But I got my workout in. I didn't give a fuck about a vibe. I got my pump through my headphones on, got my motherfucking pump in and got up out of there. So I'm gonna go back tonight. I got a good back workout. So I think when I go back, I'm gonna probably do chest. I'm not going back up to Charlotte though. I'm gonna go locally. I'm gonna hit crunch. Give me a good chest pump, man. Maybe hit the quads a little bit, you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, the vibe was off. So I went and hollered at my brother now, you know what I'm saying? And I got the fuck out of there, you know what I'm saying? I skirted out. So about 3 hours, 4 hours later, I get a call from my brother. And he was riding in his whip. He got damn near $100,000 whip, right? So what he did was I guess he was at some kind of stoplight or somewhere getting off the exit. You know, traffic bad up in the major cities, man. So he was sitting in traffic or whatever, and he popped some bubble gum through the paper out the window. He was wrong, you know what I'm saying, for littering. True. However, it was a rig behind him. White dude hop out the rig, walk up the way he threw the paper at the bubblegum wrapper, ball it up, threw it back in his car, say, hey, think you forgot something. Boom. And ran back to his rig, jumped in his rig. Bam. So brother was like, man, I hopped out the car so quick, but I had to think. He was like, man, this motherfucker here trying to line me up, basically. What I mean by line him up, had he ran up to dude's rig on some boy, I'ma fuck you up type shit and try and snatch the door open, he could have came out with the cannon, boom, ended him, and it would have been on, I don't know what happened, might have been on some road rage. Man just ran up on the car and did whatever, you know what I'm saying? And he had another guy in the car. He had another guy in the rig with him, so he ain't had no witnesses. My brother, he was rolling dolo. He ain't had no witnesses with him, but the guy in the rig had a witness with him. Both of them were white. My brother, of course, is black. So he said he stood at the car, cussed the white boy out, told him to get out the car, fight him like a motherfucking man. Yeah, this is my disclaimer. This is gonna be a very inappropriate motherfucking video. So if you're faint of heart, if you don't like what I'm saying, then don't even give it a chance, because this video is gonna include a lot of racism. It's gonna include a lot of prejudice shit. It's gonna include some shit that might actually motherfucking sicken you. So this is my disclaimer. So go ahead and just find another video to watch, because this one gonna turn up. You know what I'm saying? Cause we gonna get into the meat and potatoes and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Since I'm in the South, any motherfucking way. You understand me? And all y'all know I don't do this shit for views. I don't do this shit for money, because I ain't getting no money off it. I'm barely even getting any views. So what the fuck does it matter? But it's always some lessons in this shit. You understand me? Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me after what happened yesterday? Yeah, right. I'm about to get on here and get a little bread off that yakka. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, man, the dude, so he said he sat there and told him basically, hop up out that rig. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to run up on your rig so you can put one in me and you can get away with killing a black man out here. You know what I'm saying? So come on out of that rig, fight me like a man. Let's square up right here. Let's do it right here like men do it. And afterwards, we'll even go get a drink. You want to do it like that? You know what I'm saying? Then he cussed him out. The white boy ain't get out the rig, of course. He wasn't getting back out that rig, you know what I'm saying? And that shit took some balls of steel to get out. Yeah, my brother was wrong for littering, but he was wrong for going and picking up the shit and throwing it back in the car, this motherfucking ass. If it's like that, then call the police. Hey, we got a litter bug, his license plate is whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Here go the video of him. If you want to be such an environmentalist, if you want to be such a good motherfucking Samaritan of the environment, you know what I'm saying? Which I don't litter. That shit is, I don't, but you know, it is what it is. But to hop out, if somebody just hopped out their car, you threw a bubblegum wrapper, out the car, somebody hops out of their shit from behind you, picks up that bubblegum wrapper, balls it back up and throws it in your car. Hey, you forgot something. Flicks it back in your car. Bruh, like that. Yeah, that's some disrespect right there. You understand me? Yeah, that's some disrespect. So, like I say, brother hopped out. Luckily, brother wasn't tricked into a casket or tricked off the motherfucking streets. He thought quick. He thought on his toes. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. So I say all that to say this. dear black people in America, especially dear black people in the South. After the events of yesterday, these white folks done lost their motherfucking mind. Mind you, noted what I said, Charlotte. I don't know if you guys know, and the vibe was off. I'm going to tell you why the vibe was off in Charlotte, because I think a few days ago, a Ukrainian immigrant, a white woman, was murdered by a black man up that way. Deleted. I shouldn't even say that M word, but a white woman was deleted by a black man in a violent manner, a very, very violent manner, on a bus. And that shit sucked like a motherfucker. That was some bullshit. It shouldn't have never happened. It shouldn't have went down like that, you know? And I hate it happened, you know what I'm saying? But that's why the vibe was off in Charlotte when I went up there, because usually it's a pretty nice vibe, everybody getting along, you know, ain't nobody really tripping, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really tripping off this or tripping off that, at least where I be, ain't nobody tripping off this or tripping off that, but today the vibes are seem kind of off. And that, when he told me about the situation, and then I said, oh, that is right, that Ukrainian girl got deleted on that bus or whatever she was on that train. They're upset about that. So, you know, and the events with Charlie Kirk yesterday, dear black people, man, just especially in the South, be mindful, be wary, be on point, be vigilant. It's about to get real out here. It's about to be a major shift. Well, you know, it's always been real for us. It ain't never been, you know what I'm saying? It ain't never been nothing out of the ordinary for a real one, especially down here in the South, for us to move how we move in any fucking way. At least I always, man, listen, I don't give a, man, any white person I'm around automatically racist to me, automatically. I don't give a fuck if they're not. I don't give a fuck if you're racist. You know what I'm saying? I might kick it with you and all type of shit, but you're racist. You got a racist bone or two in your body somewhere or another. It's gonna take something to bring it out you. You know what I mean? And usually what I find brings it out of them the quickest is when it's a you or me situation with the motherfucking police. And they get your black ass up out the way. Yeah, that's when you find out, okay, yeah, he really, yeah. But that some people could write that off, oh, that's just a people thing. Anybody would do that. You know what I mean? White folk throw a nigga on the bus quicker than anything, you know what I mean? But anyway. You guys out here, my subscribers, people just watching this video who are not subscribed, man, be careful. Be careful and stay up out the mix of this shit, man. They firing motherfuckers over tweets. They firing motherfuckers over Instagram posts of this Charlie Kirk guy. It's raw right now. You know what I'm saying? These white folks losing their mind. As far as Charlie Kirk go, I'm going to keep it a band with you. What my man Biggie say, rest his soul, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? You're nobody till somebody deletes you. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say it in that word, but he said, you're nobody till somebody. Yeah, that was one of my favorite songs off that Life After Death. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know who the fuck a Charlie Kirk was. I didn't know who the fuck a Charlie Kirk was. And I when he got his shit pushed back yesterday, I learned who the fuck a Charlie Kirk was. You know what I'm saying? Seeing reposts of his videos of his opinions and all that shit. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, got his motherfucking shit pushed back. And the whole world learned who the fuck he was real quick, ASAP, you know what I mean? And I've been watching the videos. Was he a racist? I don't know. I didn't go deep down in the rabbit hole like that because I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep it a band. I don't give a fuck if this Charlie Kirk guy was spitting some good ism. I don't give a fuck if this Charlie Kirk guy was spitting some bullshit, some high Hitler. I don't give a fuck what the fuck Charlie Kirk was kicking. I do know this, he was white. And I do know this, he was silenced. And I do know this as a black man. Malcolm was silenced. Martin Luther King was silenced. So many of our civil rights leaders, our activists, our people who spoke out against whatever were silenced in even more violent ways. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel no type of way about it. I don't feel no type of way about what the fuck happened to him. I'm not gonna feel no type of way about what happened to him. All I'm gonna say is now y'all see how the fuck we felt for decades. Now y'all see how the fuck we felt for generations. You know what I'm saying? When we have a speaker who we look up to, who we admire, who is speaking what we consider is our truth, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? Then bam, they get pushed out of existence by the white man. They get snuffed out by a rifle. You know what I'm saying? Now you know how we feel. When the chickens come home to roost, ain't man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we feel. So I don't feel no type of way about it. But they do feel the type of way about it, and that's why you got to be careful. It ain't never about how you feel. It's about how everybody else around you feel. A lot of times, especially when they're emotional and they can't control them shits. That's the dangerous part, especially when they're emotional and they're borderline ignorant as fuck. Yeah, the average gang member. Emotional and borderline ignorant as fuck. So you gotta watch out how they feel. You gotta be on your P's and Q's around them motherfuckers. Anybody like that. White, black, gang, civilian, whatever. If they're ignorant and emotional, you gotta watch them motherfuckers. The bitch especially. Yeah, the bitch especially. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta be on your P's and Q's around the bitch at all times. You know what I'm saying? Emotional and ignorant. Now, I'm not saying all women are ignorant, but all women are emotional. I say that much. But when the two of them combine, when that cocktail combine, bing, you know what I mean? Yeah, so dancing on graves, man. I was on Twitter, man, and yesterday, man, everybody dancing on the man grave. Me personally, I don't get down like that. That never been my thing. You know, I retweeted a couple shits because it was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. And I looked at his content, and yeah, he resort back to one of my other videos. You got to know when to shut the fuck up. And that's why I don't shoot videos as much as I used to shoot them. I used to shoot videos every day. You got to know when to shut the fuck up. For your own well-being. You got to know when to shut the fuck up. Everybody say, oh, you got a First Amendment right to say what you want to say. Yes, you do. But with that comes other shit. For instance, you can say what the fuck you want to say, but you can't say what the fuck you want to say around certain individuals because you might get punched in the motherfucking mouth. And no one understands. The internet has provided. That's why I hate the internet. I like the internet. I enjoy it. I strive to make money off of it. But at the end of the day, if they pulled the plug on social media, I wouldn't lose a fucking wink of sleep. I sleep like a baby every night because social media has now gave motherfuckers an outlet. And I know y'all heard probably Tyson say it before. Social media has gave motherfuckers an outlet to say shit they would never say in a real one's face. They would never say around certain individuals. They would never say some of this shit. They would just sit there and think their thoughts and just go on about their motherfucking day. The internet. And for him to get on these platforms and say what the fuck he's saying like he wouldn't be touched, peak white privilege. Peak white privilege. And it was white privilege that more than likely took him out, because there ain't many niggas outside of Young Boy in Utah. How many niggas in Utah outside of Young Boy? Come on, let's be for real. And that nigga is on tour right now, so you can't blame him. Yeah, that nigga is on tour right now. That nigga is on tour right now. You can't say he had anything to do with any of that. So more than likely, he died by a white man. And the cold part about it is, from what I seen in the videos, he always talking about black people, gang violence, and black on black crime, this, that, and school shooting, downplaying school shootings, when at the end of the day, he was at a school, got whacked, got his shit pushed back at a school, and then on top of that, got murked by a motherfucking white man. He got murked by a white man. Niggas ain't moving like that too quick. Niggas ain't moving like that too quick. He got murked by a white man. You know what I mean? He might have got murked by the man. Not only a white man, but the man of all men. The man of all men. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't know when to shut the fuck up. You gotta know when to shut the fuck up for your own well-being. You gotta know when to shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm sorry. You gotta know when to shut the fuck up. We've seen people get canceled, and all that. You gotta know when to shut the fuck up. You got a First Amendment right, but at the end of the day, it's always gonna be some shit with what the fuck you say. I'm saying shit in this video right now. I'll probably get a bunch of comments, oh, you piece of shit, because I'm saying shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying shit that a lot of people ain't gonna like. But fuck it, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I know when to shut the fuck up. And at the end of the day, I really ain't saying nothing really too wrong. You know what I mean? That man got his shit pushed back at a school. He was, for a few clips I seen, he was always down playing school shootings. And the cold part about it was actually the school shooting yesterday too. Damn, how ironic is that? Then he get his shit pushed back by a white man. Yeah, he always talking about how gang violence is doing the most damage and shit. Like, let's be for real. Then the symbolic part of it all, they hit him in the throat. They hit him in the motherfucking throat. At least from what I seen, they hit him in the throat. I shouldn't have never watched that shit. That shit was gruesome. But yeah, they whacked his ass in the throat. Bam. You talk too much. Shut the fuck up. 48 laws of power say less than necessary. Bam. You talk too much. Shut the fuck up. Somebody permanently shut him the fuck up. A lot of white folks are mad because they say he might have had a presidential run in the near future, and he was building up his you know what I'm saying, his followings, his allegiances, and that's why Trump liked him so much. Trump probably would have endorsed him in, let's say, another term or two. You see what I'm saying? Ain't gonna happen now. They went ahead and goddamn killed the fruit of the poisonous tree right then and there. Bam! You know what I mean? They went ahead and got the weed out the way. Yeah, now who's next? You know what I'm saying? But the cold part about it is, when you whack people like that, I ain't gonna say it's good, but I'm gonna just say, when you whack people like that, whether their message was good or their message was bad, their message is gonna get amplified. You get whacked. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm gonna go back to hip hop and rap, man. It was a lot of trash ass rappers that got whacked, but because they got whacked, and now they're music is up here, and now they were one of the best MCs ever or whatever because they got whacked. Had they still been alive and breathing to this day, the catalog would be nothing. You know what I mean? The catalog would be absolutely nothing. And these are just the facts. You ain't gotta like it, but it's the facts. So one of the biggest things to take away from this video, just know when to shut the fuck up for your own well-being. And you might have hands, you might have a good shot, but just shut the fuck up, because it's always somebody out there with better hands, and it's somebody out there with a better shot. Just know when. I'm not saying you ain't gotta say shit. I'm saying just know when to shut the fuck up. Just know when to fold them. And know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Know when to shut the fuck up, man. Know when you're talking too much. Know when you sitting here offending people for no goddamn reason all the time, and you're bringing bad energy. Charlie Kirk was the definition of I brought bad energy. Y'all, a lot of people be like, oh, I don't get into that energy shit. I don't get into this. I don't get into that. When you break it down, that's how you bring bad energy on yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how you bring bad energy on yourself. Now, granted, it's situations that happen like that where people were speaking good. And you would think they would bring good energy on themselves, and at the end of the day, they brought bad energy on themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's the tragic part. But that's very few far in between, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because even we can go back to our black folks, civil rights leaders. They knew they were bringing bad energy on themselves. That's the difference between Charlie Kirk and a lot of the civil rights activists who passed away in such a manner. They knew that they were bringing bad energy. They knew that they were inviting the devil into their mix because they knew what they were up against already, and they took a pledge like, fuck it, it is what it is. Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? What Thugger say? Whoop-de-doo. They delete me? Whoop-de-doo. You know what I'm saying? That's what Martin said. That's what Malcolm said. That's what all of them said. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew they were up against a monster. They knew they was up against a machine. You feel me? So they were just like, well, fuck it. I'd rather be deleted for my people. Whoop-de-motherfucking-do. Make a martyr out of me. You know what I'm saying? So that way I'll live forever. You feel me? And unfortunately, this Kirk guy will possibly live forever now. You know what I'm saying? His doctrines, his philosophies, and everything, they just amplified it a hundredfold. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. You gotta take the good with the bad, I guess, you know? But once again, I'm about to end this video because I gotta go get this pump. Arms looking a little, you know what I mean? I gotta go get it in, you know what I mean? I'm addicted to the pump now, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, to my followers and everybody out there, my subscribers, I don't like to say followers, my subscribers, my YouTube fam, I don't even like to say subscribe, my YouTube fam, and any of my skin folks that's watching this video right now, just tread carefully, man. Just my black and brown folk, just tread carefully right now. It's a very trying time. The rest of this year is about to be mad wild. Even into 2026 is about to be mad wild. I think it's just starting. This is just starting, man. So, you know, my black and brown folk, my skin folk, tread carefully, man. I hate to say it, but a lot of you white folk losing it right now. They're losing it. They're losing it, and I hate to say it, they're losing it, and the system is on their motherfucking side. The system is on their motherfucking side. So, you know, hey, stay dangerous. Ain't no be safe, stay dangerous. Keep your head on the swivel, man. You never really know what's going on out here. You understand me? Peace, love, blessings, prosperity. Until the next time.